Before the 2027 elections, there are politicians who are going to switch allegiance from one camp to the other. And in this video, I want us to highlight at least 3 of those said individuals. And so with no further ado, let's get after it. Number 3 is Sakaja. Sakaja currently is a UDA governor, but Ruto has become so unpopular, more so in Nairobi County, that there is no way Sakaja wins his gubernatorial seat on a UDA ticket. So guess what he'll have to do? He'll have to move to ODM. I can guarantee you Sakaja is going to the ballot on an ODM ticket. And it's not just my thinking. Even Junet Mohammed is of the same school of thought. Just listening to this.
Wangapi wanasema hapa ni ODM Nairobi? Sasa tutafanya hivi. Sisi tutahakikisha ya kwamba chama chetu cha ODM hapa Nairobi kama ngome yake, tutahakikisha ya kwamba wabunge wetu wote wamechaguliwa na MCS na senator na governor. Na huyu Sakaja kama hako bado na tamaa ya kurudi kama governor hapa Nairobi, akuje ODM. Kama atabaki pale hako, atangoja paka Yesu arudi. Hakuna mtu atagua hiyo sasa pale anakaa huko, sasa hiyo atajisaidia kivyake. Sisi tutamsaidia kama atakuja ODM. Kama sio hivyo, sisi kama ODM tuko na candidate yetu ya governor, tuko naye.
So in 2027, UDA will not have a gubernatorial candidate in Nairobi. Instead, Omadimpos will get a direct ticket from ODM, which is why we are encouraging Babu Owino and others to exit ODM party, form their own party, and chart their own path forward. Otherwise, all is lost. Number 2 is Oparana. Oparana is currently a UDA-affiliated cabinet secretary because that's the party of the day. But because the United Opposition will be picking Sifuna as their deputy presidential candidate, to counter, Ruto will also have to pick a Luya in the name of Oparana. And since Kenyans saw what Ruto did to Rigathi, none is willing to enter a partnership with Ruto while on the same ticket. In short, Ruto akuja na UDA, and if he has to pick someone from Ulembe like Oparana, he atakuja na ODM or something else, but it can never be the same ticket. Even those who hate Rigathi na wako kwa siasa, wamesoma kitu kwake. Only a fool does not learn. So again, from fence sitting, Oparana will be moving to ODM to then come back to William Ruto to sit and discuss terms and conditions if at all Ruto will pick him as a candidate to counter Sifuna on the other end. In fact, here's Junet Mohammed relaying the message.
Mimi najua ya kwamba tulipoteza kiongozi wetu. Sasa miti kubwa ikianguka lazima ikuwe na msukosuko. Lakini kama tunataka tuishi vizuri hapa Kenya, kama mnataka tutambuliwe vizuri hapa Kenya, hata kama tunaunga President William Ruto mkono, lazima tuunge yeye kupitia chama chetu cha ODM. Na mimi naunga mkono wale wanasema deputy president atoke kwa ODM. Mimi naunga mkono. Oparana akikuwa deputy president atakuwa karibu na mimi kushinda mtu mwingine ambaye ametoka kwa chama nyingine. Ni mtu ya chama chetu. Si ni kweli hiyo? So tuungane ili tuende kuwinda pamoja. Tumeelewana hiyo? Hatuwezi kusema ati sasa kwa sababu yeye anataka kuwa deputy president sasa yeye ni Mluya. Hapana, yeye ni mtu ya ODM. Mimi nitafurahi sana kama Ruto anaweza chukua Oparana kama deputy president. Atakuwa amekamilisha ndoto ya baba ya kuwa mtu ya ODM, ako katika barabara na safari ya kukuwa rais ya Jamhuri ya Kenya.
And the reason why Ruto would have to go for Oparana at this juncture is because he has antagonized the mountain by impeaching Rigathi Gachagua. It's better if they had their own personal issues in there and then they sat one day and they ironed it out. Whether it is paying off Gachagua, whether it's either of the two parties ceding ground, wa iron out na warudi kwa debe, alafu wapigane vile Uhuru na Ruto walipigana in their final term together. But now that he impeached Gachagua, he can only get at best 55% of the mountain. Na hiyo ni lazima wakuwa wamepiga campaign hatari na wameiba kwa njia hatari sana. Meanwhile, Sifuna on the ballot, not even as president, because then he'll get 90% of Western Kenya. As deputy president, that locks out William Ruto from Western Kenya. 80 itaenda kwa kina Sifuna, or wherever he'll be. So Ruto is asking himself, stick with Kindiki, get 50% of the mountain if I'm lucky. Or switch to Western Kenya, move with Oparana, and I'm able to counter Edwin Sifuna, because a deputy from the region who's in government is much more valuable than one who is outside seeking the government. Either way, Oparana si mjinga, kama ni lazima awe deputy, hata ingia chama ya UDA. Number 1 is Kindiki. Many might not know this, but Kindiki has a close ally in the name of Mwangi Kiunjuri. And Mwangi Kiunjuri is the founder and current party leader of the Service Party, TSP, which is located at Dafton Court, Riverside Drive. Now, shortly before we go for elections, Kiunjuri will be stepping down as party leader, aende akwe deputy party leader, and Kindiki will assume leadership of that party. At which juncture, he will then go on and sit with William Ruto to discuss terms and conditions. It's one of two things. Either Kindiki ndo deputy president using his TSP party, where wataheshimiana na Ruto na mambo ya impeachment, it will be very unlikely, or he's out in the wilderness, still under the TSP party, seeing how he can bandwagon with Gachagua and the others. Take it or leave it, Kindiki will have his own political party in 2027. And this is what happens when no one trusts you. You know, even a lady who gets married by the first husband and she initiates divorce and lives with half of his property. Then she's single. She is married by another person and she initiates divorce and goes with half of that man's property. The third man, if at all the second one didn't learn the lesson, will be asking her to sign a prenup. William Ruto is this misbehaving lady. Lazima asign prenup. Ndio ikikuwa mbaya, hata ukitaka kunifukuza, wewe utaenda vile ulikuja. Hautaenda na wabunge wangu, hautaenda na maseneta wangu. You won't go with my dignity. You will go as you came on your own. So that's that. That's my top 3 on the list. Perhaps there's names I've left out, guys. Do drop me your comments in the comment section below and I'll do best to read them and to give you a response. So with that, here today's ads of the day. Interior design is one of those things you can't afford to get wrong. So if you're looking for experts to do your gypsum, wainscoting, paintwork, styles, washrooms, and kitchen, reach out to Dhaka Living on 0706 026 218. That's 0706 026 218. If you're in need of electrical wiring, solar installation, or electrical fittings such as strip lights, snake lights, downlighters, or chandeliers, contact Engineer Wycliffe at 0707 476602 and he'll get your house dapped up. And if you're here for the first time, please go on and hit the subscribe button. And if you're watching for a different platform, just head on over to YouTube, search for David Wafula. Hit the subscribe button, you're going to be getting a ton of content of this nature. If politics is something you're passionate about, this is definitely the one channel that you really need to subscribe to. Alright guys, adios. Thank you for choosing David Wafula as your primary news platform. We put countless hours in research, recording, and editing. By showing up each and every day to watch our videos, you encourage us to generate more videos for the viewers. We are on a mission to inform, educate, and build a better tomorrow. To our thousands of followers in a world full of presidents, kings, and queens, you are the real gem. Adios.